welcome along to Northern Farms. With the harvest complete, it's time to start selling off the produce, starting with the carrots. How much will we make? Let's get farming. So we've got quite a large amount of carrots to sell off today. We're going to be doing it the same way as we did it last year. We're going to be filling up from the conveyor over here into our trailer, and meanwhile we'll be grabbing boxes and sticking them into the storage so that this is kept as full as possible. Can I get under here and get it in the right position? Wasn't quite this fiddly last year. I'm not quite sure why we're having trouble this time, but there we go. Yeah, there we are. 70,000 litres of carrots. So we'll get them loading up in there. It takes a little while for that to load up. Meanwhile, we can come here, start this up, and then I should be able to grab 2 boxes at a time. We'll start with the end ones. If I grab them horizontally, right, or sorry, if I grab them sort of straight like this, instead of 2 side by side, they will both fit in. The trouble we've had grabbing them this way is sometimes they fall off the front, so we just need to watch for that. But they do go in here fairly easily, and immediately 2 in there, and our cost should start dropping really quickly. We've got about 100,000 litres here in these boxes, and we got 70,000 litres in the actual storage, so it's going to be a large amount we sell. Unfortunately, it's not the best time of year to actually sell these. I thought it was going to peak in about December, January, which is what we were told here by our max month. However, we are a long way off the max price, and if we look here at the actual costs in the prices, we find that the price fluctuations, the best price is in June. Now, I don't know if this was a great demand or something we had in the year, but we seem to be quite a way down from it, and so the price that we get from this is not a reflective of the best price that we can see on that screen. We do seem to be reaching as close to the rest of the months, so the normal peak. So I think we'll make a fair amount on here and make more than we would at other times of the year. But yeah, definitely doesn't seem to be a peak time, and there is the trouble with taking 2 boxes like this. You get one that falls off the front, and then you got to clean that up. But I think these 2 are the last 2 we'll put in here for now. We are down to 55,000 in there. We'll turn this off, and time to go and sell our first load of carrots. Yeah, ready. 6,597 litres, and we managed to get about half that actually in there while we were loading up. Our first delivery today is going to be to a fairly tricky one, as you can see by me mounting the side as we come in. We've got to get this into the northern dairy. This is always fun to back this into this place, so we're gonna bring it around here and then try to back it round. By coming into the side here, though, I've given myself a bit more space to maneuver, and plus doing it with this trailer, I'm not having to use a big long trailer. In fact, wow, that is the easiest I've ever had it getting into this place. And this, I'm hoping, oh no, this isn't going to immediately clear our debt that we have. It's going to take a few loads to clear that out, I think. And yeah, only 6,368 from that. We are going to have quite an uphill battle, I think, to get out of the debt initially. Thankfully, we've got a lot of these carrots, and you can see here the exact problem with this. This is so tight. In fact, I think what we're going to do is see if we can just take out that bit of fence there and give us a little bit better ease of access to getting in and out of that sell point. Back to the yard, and we'll get this parked under our conveyor again and start loading things up. Yeah, this is the long old journey on this, but we should be able to get all these loaded up today, and maybe even get the barley loaded up today as well. Make a load of money from that, and then tomorrow it's going to be very much selling off the rest of it. So the bales we've got on the bale trailer there, we've got a load of milk, we've got a load of eggs, and we've got a load of wool, which we haven't touched at all yet in this series. One of the best suggestions I've seen for how we should finish off this series next episode is by getting all the money in, see how much we actually make on the farm this year, and then doing a split between buying some of the more important and older equipment that we have on the farm. So like this Merlot, this Merlot is still leased. It's been leased since we got it, and I think it would be really good to buy that, and then with whatever we got left, pay off as much of the loan as possible. And I really like that idea. I think getting this farm set up as much as possible and going from there is a really, really good way, and to see exactly what effect having this farm has had on getting us set up on here. So that very much, I think, is the way I'm going to go. It makes sense to me to do it that way, and that way we'll make sure that the most important things on the farm have then been purchased, and we can go from there as to how much we can actually get paid off. We're down to 9,500, well, 9,103 in our deficit now. Last load went fairly well. Got all delivered and dusted, done and dusted. And yeah, I'm just now loading these up again. It is a little bit repetitive what we're having to do today, but this is kind of what you need to do to get these loaded up. It's always been interesting to me about getting all of these done. All right, we've got to get this up. This is why we can't just drop these boxes off here. Now, I do like the way this works, the way this allows us to load things up. And with any luck, we'll manage to get through all of this fairly quickly. Sounds like the trailers stopped filling, and we do get about 12,000 sets of carrots in each time we refill. In fact, yeah, that's still going, so that's good. We can get more in this time, which will make me very happy, and get 16,000 liters in, and that then gets us within 10,000 liters of what the trailer takes out, and we're down to, we're going to be under 8,000 pound in the red before we go and tip this load. So I think one more load after this, and we are going to be in a position where we're actually starting to make profit. And tipping this load up takes us within 500 pounds of actually hitting ever actually getting back in the black. 563 pounds. By the time we load up a couple more carrot boxes into the silo, we will then be in a position where we're actually back in the black, which is fantastic news. Loading these two boxes up should take us back into the black. And the first one goes, and there we go, 353. Now everything that we're doing is going to take us back into the positive, which is fantastic news. Finally, we're making some money. The last 2 boxes for this time because our trailer is full. And we're leaving here with 1,273 in the bank. We can take the lights off on the tractor now. And yeah, should get another 6,000 odd. We're going to be verging on 10 grand by the time we come back this time. So back into our sell point again. Pull up to here. And then reverse this in. And make sure we don't hit the car or the fence would be useful. Yeah, that's heading for the fence at the moment. Taking this a little bit wider than last time. Such a tight sell point, this. I love how tight areas of this map are. But it gets a little bit frustrating sometimes. But there we go. We have our first load that's actually giving us money in profit, and that is taking us up to 8,524. Brilliant. And now we just keep loading this away. It is going to be a day of just loading this up and seeing how much we end up with. So far though, I'm impressed. We are definitely making money pretty quickly now, and it's 10 past 1 already. So we've got a fair way to go and very little time to do it in. First though, I've noticed our fuel levels are getting a little bit low in this tractor, so I'm just going to pull the tractor over on the side of the road over here, because trying to maneuver in the shop is going to be a pain. I could have pulled over there. But we could really do with a canister of DEF. So we'll grab some of that. I want the 50 litre capacity. Buy that. Yes, okay. And then we'll just sling that in the back of the trailer and get the tractor filling up with that while we are filling up the trailer with carrots. Because it takes a little while for the DEF to fill. We can then fill it up with some fuel on our way out, or actually we might do that on the way in as well, just to make sure it's done. But if we put that in the trailer, that then gives us the opportunity to get the tractor refueled with DEF while we're filling with the carrots, and we're not going to run out of fuel today. We'll just pop back to the dairy yard, stop here, jump out, refill our tractor, and then we'll go and get it refilled with DF while we're filling the trailer with carrots. That should work pretty well for us, I think, and avoiding a big problem in the process. So under our belt once again, get this into position, and then just grab that canister out the back. And before we start filling this trailer up, jump into the trailer, grab that. Down there like so. Perfect. Right, and then we'll refill the carrots. And can I refill? Oh, I don't think I can get the DEF to refill while we're under the carrots there. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that once we have filled the carrots. We'll have to move it forwards. Not a problem though, because all that means is that we'll get time to refill our silo with some carrots. I have just seen this has 5 damages on it, so this is gonna need a repair at some point. And it needs an inspection in 8 months time. It has 5 damages on it right now. This Merlot is going to be out of action for a while, and I think what I would do is probably get it repaired over the winter once this job was finished. Trailer is full, so we'll just go and put these 2 into the silo, and then I want to just move this out of the way. We'll put this over here and pull this forwards and around so that we're out of the trigger for the silo, and can just get this to refill then with the DEF while we put some more carrots in. So there we go. That will take a little while to fill, and in the meantime, yeah, this is getting a bit low anyway, so really we want to be putting more carrot boxes into here while that refills with DEF. I think I can hear that the DEF has stopped, so we'll turn the Merlot off. We're up to 37,000 in there. Yep, the DEF has stopped filling. So I want to go and put this back in the shed. And yeah, now we have a full set of fuel in our tractor. We shouldn't have any issues going forwards. Let's put this in here in this workshop, which isn't a workshop, interestingly enough, but it will do for storing that for now. And at 5 to 3 we'll head off and sell again. We are nowhere near getting all of these sold. I think this is going to be a job that goes into tomorrow and our final sell-off as well. At least we've got most of the boxes loaded up, and we're going to need to get a whole load of those done further as well to get any chance of getting all these carrots sold. It takes so long to sell all the carrots from a single field. It's quite incredible. They are worth a fair amount of money, which is always good, but it's so time consuming to get them all sold, especially on a map like this where your maneuverability is limited in some of the sell points. So you end up having to use smaller equipment with more journeys to do it, which is more time consuming, and so you end up with a much bigger job to sell them. In real life, I think you'd probably get a large bulk lorry and you'd take them down and you do it 60,000 liters at a time, and you'd make a huge amount of money that way, and doing fewer trips as well. We just can't do that on the here. Can you imagine trying to get a 60,000 liter trailer, bulk trailer, into that sell point? That just isn't going to happen. There's about 100,000 liters left in the crates here, so there's 4 trips worth left in our boxes. We've got 1.5 trips, so there's about 5 more trips down to the sell point to get all of the remaining carrots sold. That's quite a lot. I think we might manage to get maybe 3 more trips done today. I don't think we're going to get many more than that. So yeah, we're going to have a few carrots at least to get sold off on our final day on this map. But then that's fine. We'll have the carrots, a few carrots to sell off. We've got an entire trailer full of straw to sell off. We've got the barley, we've got the milk, we've got the wool, we've got the eggs. So there's still plenty to go on here that needs selling. And 100,000 liters actually is only about another 25,000 pounds. So we're still only looking at being maybe 50, 60,000 on the carrots in total. I think we might get to 100,000. We're certainly, I don't think, gonna break that. I'd be amazed if we end up with more than 100,000 on here. And to be honest, I think that's going to be a case of buying some of our leased equipment rather than paying off a huge whack of our remaining loan. I've miscalculated how many boxes there are actually left. It is only about 50,000 liters that we had in boxes at the time. So yeah, there's not that many more trips that we need to make to sell the rest of these carrots. We are going to be in a really good place for this by the end of today. Certainly all of these carrots will now fit into the silo. So we'll get the rest of these loaded in here today. I think we will probably manage to get one more trip to the sell point today as well. But that only means a couple of trips tomorrow, and without having to actually load anything into the silo, because we will finish loading the silo up today and be ready to get the last couple done next time. Oh, we've almost lost a brake there. There we go. And yeah, that trailer's almost full, so we'll get one more set of boxes in, and then we'll go for one more drop off, and then yeah, we'll come back. The rest of the boxes will nicely go into silo, and we'll be set up for our final day and our final sell-off. The snow is coming down thick and fast now, and it wouldn't surprise me if it settles overnight, because it's -6 we're looking at. So I think we might have a snowy day for our final day on here. But this is our final load of carrots for today, and it's going to take us up to about 37,000. The price has been going up steadily all day with this sell-off, and we are coming up to 38,323, and yeah, we're now getting nearly 7,000 a load for the carrots. So I'm gonna load up a trailer ready to take first thing in the morning. That way we can get right on this really early, and we'll get the rest of the remaining carrots in here as well. So there's only 15,000 liters in the actual silo at the moment. We're gonna need to fill some more in there, or it's not gonna be able to fill the trailer up. And we don't have a huge number left over here. What? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20,000 liters. No, not even that. 18,000 liters is all we have left here. So there's not much more than a single trailer left to sell on here. Final box of carrots. We just need to get these into the silo, and then we're done for today. That actually has been more successful than I was expecting. I thought we were actually gonna struggle to get as much sold today as we have. But with that done, that is all of our carrots loaded into the silo or the trailer. So let's have a look. How many we got? We got 7,223 in the silo. We've got a max trailer of 26,597. So one trailer and a bit to sell next time. But for now, we're going to leave this here. We'll take these straight away in the morning. And all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.